I would like to start from the beginning, Hakeem. So I love to hear the stories of wait, hold on. I'm sorry, Hakeem. I mean, because she threw me off. What dog in the window? I'm trying to figure out what happened to the dog in the window, the one with the waggly tail.
So
Wait,
she's talking
oh,
about
to me, you.
that.
Oh, I'm about to say what the, I'm like, what dog in the window? Okay.
Yeah, she's talking about when I was singing when I had stuck the guy with the needle and I was singing that
Okay.
song.
You see,
Oh,
you
that's
got
wild.
fans. You got fans, Hakeem. Yeah.
Yo, that's big. That's big right there.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I was like, what the heck she talking about? I'm like, what dog in the window? Okay, now I remember. Now I remember. Now I remember what she's talking about. Now I remember now.
Hmm.
Yeah. So no. Okay. So I was saying was that I love to hear the nostalgic details of one's childhood, like where you said you were born and raised in. Were you born and raised in Queens,
I
New
was
York,
born and raised in Astoria, Queens. Yeah,
Astoria, Queens?
lived a couple of places in New York, but
Okay,
yeah.
but okay, but that was your stomping ground. So I like to hear the childhood. Was you from a one parent household, two parent household, siblings, cousins, community? Did you have the humble beginnings of sharing a bunk bed? Did you have to dig for the toy in the cereal box? Saturday morning cartoons. I want to hear about whether you had to ration food. Did you have the homemade hamburger with the Wonder Bread and the lettuce and tomatoes? It's your best thing ever. Did you have lemon fresh joyous bubble bath? Did you have to play Skelsies in the street? I know in New York, I know about Skelsies in the street,
Oh
shaved ices. The
yeah,
Mr. Softy. Give me some of those
yeah.
childhood memories.
Damn, you brought back some memories right there.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Oh man, yeah. Running in the street, trying not to get hit. We would do that too. Like run across the
Oh
other street
yes,
where a car's
dodging.
coming.
Hmm.
Yeah, all of that. Nah, man, New York was big for me. It taught me life lessons. So like I said, I had grew up there, left New York at about 13, came to Cleveland, and that's when the
Hmm.
acting actually started to develop
Oh
in the
really? At
sense
that
of
time?
me getting on the stage. I started from stage, and my
Nice.
first,
Oh.
stage play was when I was 13, and I had went out there and did my thing, and I caught the bug. It was just like, yo, I love the standing ovation, the love afterwards, and all of that. So, I got more into more Christian plays and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
then my first movie started.
Yeah, but let's I'm sorry, can you put a pause on that, Hakeem?
Yeah,
Because I wanna give a little bit more lead up. I wanna get more into
yeah.
the childhood because I wanna kind
Oh,
of
childhood, yeah.
chronological,
Into
because I mean yeah, so we'll definitely get into that because
uh-huh.
but thank you for kind of starting that off because we're gonna definitely bookmark that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to hear about the childhood memories that that we were just discussing. I want to get into that.
Childhood memories was rough. We grew up looking at TV. We was a big fan. Me and my brother, God rest his soul. We was big fans of Living Color. So Living
Uh,
Color really broadened my eye on being funny. I love funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I have
hmm.
yet to do a movie that's just all funny. I think the closest thing was The Crib with China. But other than that, I have been dreading to do a comedy, and Denise had one in mind. I didn't get casted for it, but she had that Christmas movie that she was going to do. But anyway, back to the
Okay.
chat. Childhood was, I'm more to myself. I was on that Muffet Babies type deal.
Uh,
Where I'm imagining stuff. I'm playing football with a ball by myself. You know what I'm saying? Running and catching touchdowns and whatnot. Um, class clown, class clown. When I was younger, always looking for the attention. You know, um, always getting in trouble for it, but I always, always wanted
well,
attention. I think the big,
you was getting in trouble.
yeah, I always got in trouble on that.
Uh,
Another thing when I was a child, I was about either five, six, one of those. Michael Jackson was big in my household,
mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm.
there was a
You do
talent
the
show.
dance moves.
Oh God, yes, yes,
I
all
can
of
see
that.
you doing it. I can see you doing it.
Yeah. So the big thing with me, whatever, when I really was like, yo, I want this. Um, we did Michael Jackson, everybody did their thing. So I had choreography that was taking me through it. We was watching Michael Jackson videos, and I did Billie Jean, and when I did the
Good one.
moonwalk, had the jacket with the glove.
Good one.
It went crazy. I had teachers was like, Hakeem, listen, I understand. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really crazy because the people was fanning out, and I've never ever felt that feeling ever in a long time. And then the
Yeah, how did you
acting came
feel?
back.
Like how was that feeling?
Man, that feeling was it was I was like a celebrity as a kid for like about a week. Everybody just kept talking about it. They looked at me differently, all of that, and I felt that again in 2013 when the movie Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, which was my first movie that came out. But whenever you're ready to get into that, we'll get into that. But
Yes,
no,
absolutely.
childhood
Yeah.
was it was
Hmm.
good though. We had to move a few places. Everybody knows about the cockroaches and the rats. So we didn't like one apartment.
Let's
We
see.
had to go
We
to
getting
another
into
one.
it. We getting into it, Hakeem.
Yeah,
That's all
we
right. We
getting
getting
into
into
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
word. Neighborhood that we lived in. I lived on Roosevelt Island as well. You
Roosevelt
know, those,
Island.
yeah,
Okay.
Roosevelt Island. You know what I'm saying, right there. Going over the tram, going to Manhattan, all of that. Um, the Africans, man, they used to steal my toys. I
What?
tried to be playful with them. Bring my little GI Joes and Transformers out. They would steal that.
Not
And
the
I was just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to create friends. Y'all stealing from me and everything.
my
So
God.
yeah, it got bad. It got bad.
Not the Africans though.
The Africans, man. I was around Africans and Puerto Ricans, word. Like, and
Yeah,
they would
yeah.
just
That
steal from
sounds
me.
about right. That sounds about
Yeah.
right. But you said that your brother passed. Was he your only sibling?
Both of my brothers passed. No,
Mm.
yeah, I had two brothers that passed. Everything happened last year and this year. I had so many deaths that could have took me out, and I could have just been,
Mm.
yeah, I could have just lost it
Were
because
they older?
they were older. Um, yeah, and then my mother passed away last year too. So like
Oh,
everybody was
everything. Oh,
going.
wow.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
a yeah.
yeah.
So and oh my goodness, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I mean, how
No,
do
I
you
appreciate
cope?
it.
How do you cope? Because I just put up a movie on my stories called Tragic Villain that talks, that gets into grief and over losing a child. So what is it like? What are your coping mechanisms of grieving the loss of your mother and siblings? Yeah,
I feel like I'm floating.
it's
I,
heavy.
I, I really do. I feel like I'm floating.
Mm.
And do I feel like the spirits is talking to me? I don't know, but I know somebody up there is watching over me because I told my mom when she was here, I was like, "You go, I'm going." You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no reason to live. You ain't here
Mm.
to see my dreams, flourish. You ain't gonna be here to, see my first kid. No, nothing. I'm not. If you leave, I'm leaving. But since then, it's just been more or less me waking up every morning, realizing like I'm still alive, I'm still here, for a reason. I got my purpose, and I just gonna keep shining and keep doing it. I mean, my mother was a big fan of me when I was doing the movie thing, and she saw a lot of my highs and lows in movies, and she critiqued them and graded them and everything. So
Oh, great.
it's the spirit of just
Yeah.
family members that passed away. I want to do it for them. My biggest goal is to get on that stage and win an Oscar or
Yes.
some sort and just really let it out and let people know like it was hard beginnings, but I made it. I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here.
And so
And
that
I gotta
is
keep
the.
going.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I gotta keep going. That's all I did.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna ask you like what led up to that perspective of you, like reversing the idea of, not wanting to, wanting to be on this earth, but join your mom. Like, what led up to your decision to say, what, keep going, because you know that she's still among among us in a spiritual form. If you
Yeah.
believe. Hmm.
Yeah. Her touching me on the nose every morning to wake me up and just me knowing that my work is not done.
Yes.
I'm here to change lives with my acting. I wanna make a dent in this world some way, somehow. And create something to where I change lives. And that's my biggest goal is just to change lives. And, if I can be anything of a helping to a person that's in the same boat as me as far as giving
Yes.
up or wanting to end their life or anything because they just don't have anything. I'm a walking vessel. I'm the mirror. And I'm just here to tell you there's so much more to live for. And you have
Mm,
so much to do on this earth while you're still here. We're supposed to give, nurture, and give people, you know, uh, that energy. And I just want to give back. That's all I can
yes.
do. That's what I'm here for. So,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that, Hakeem. Thank you so
you
much
know,
for
but
that. Yeah, so how about has your father been present in your life?
he died.
Mm.
He died last year as well. Like everybody, I swear, like
Wow.
in the
All
last
in
two
all
years,
one
they
year?
passed away. Yeah, man. He died from cancer. Mom died from cardiac arrest. Um,
Mm.
brother tragedy. We still trying to find out why how he passed away. But yeah, all my people passed away recently. I got an auntie
Mm.
that's in stage 4 cancer. So you know what I'm saying. We keeping them up in prayer. You know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna allow the devil to win and say, "Yo, all of this is going. What you gonna do?" You know what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, I don't look at it, and I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it's just things that happen. That's one thing that we cannot cheat. We can't cheat death, and it's gonna happen. We just don't know the time or the year or the place where we're gonna pass away. But we're all gonna actually have to go through this, and it's just minds happen.
Right. Yeah,
One
back to
after
back.
the other.
Mm.
But I'm just here to tell you that Hakeem gonna make something happen this year or the next, but I think it's gonna be this year. Something's gonna have to happen, and y'all gonna hear big
Okay.
things from Hakeem Sharif. Remember that name. Remember
Yes,
that
we're
name,
gonna
Hakeem Sharif.
put some respect on that name. Absolutely, put some respect on it. But
No
I want
doubt.
to ask you also, Hakeem. I know you said that you had to pull, kind of pull from something to remain steadfast in your journey. What were some of those things you pulled from? What are some of the other type of mechanisms that made you say, you know what, I got to keep moving forward on this. I got to make a difference. I'm still here for a purpose. Like, what are some of the other ways that you were able to come to that conclusion?
Therapy and my pastor.
Great.
Him letting me know like you definitely have what it takes. You have a gift that you have to continue on growing with. My manager just speaking into
Mm,
me, telling me, all is not lost. Um, because, like I said, I got into this strictly to change lives. I love the art of acting. I love, being another character other than myself and
yes.
being able to let people know, like, you were not you in that movie. You know what I'm saying? And knowing the difference, and trying to be choosy. That's the biggest thing. I don't want to be in every movie. It's just like, man, you're all over the place. I want to be in those movies where you say,
Yeah,
"That's the one."
that's him. That's him right there.
Yeah,
That like I'm him. Like
yeah.
I'm him. Absolutely. But Hakeem, so with that, all that being said, and we just, we actually just witnessed the testimony already. We started from childhood and we got into the grieving process, the process of grief. So I'm glad
Mm,
that we was able to share that, and thank you for sharing it on my platform. By the way,
no doubt.
you expressed some vulnerability that most people are not brave enough to do. So I
Mm.
do appreciate that. But I want you to the same type of spirit that you use to pour into our audience, pour into this young boy here. I want you to pour into this young boy who has already has been through has some memories, but also has been through some trying times and made it a triumph. So why don't you wait for where you are right now, pour into him and kind of just let him know what to look forward to and what aspirations are there moving forward. Take your time.
Oh, you want me to pour into a guy that I'm about to see?
Yeah, you don't see you don't see the photo.
I see the. Not really.
You don't see it.
Oh, it's me.
You don't see that little boy right there? That cute little boy?
Oh, snap. Where you get that from? That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, talk to him, let him know what the journey looks like. Yeah, take your time. We'll be here. It's all right. It's all right.
A nigga gonna make it.
Mm,
A nigga gonna make it. I
mm,
know he will,
mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
man. He been fighting so hard, man, to be accepted.
mm. Come on, come on.
He gonna make it.
Mm.
He gonna make it. As
Tell him
long
how
as I
he's
don't give
tell him
up.
how he's gonna make it. How's he gonna make it?
By keeping the promise that you had to your mother. You promised your father and you promised your mother that, saying you're not gonna stop until the last name is being said. Yeah.
Yeah, let me take this so I don't want to overwhelm you anymore. But I just, I always wanted to give some people the opportunity to kind of look within, kind of look within the inner child that just kind of focus on what you know where that cute little child was and what he was able to triumph and what he is now. And so, what you're seeing, audience, I'm gonna give Hakeem some time to get himself together. I just want to kind of just encourage everyone to not allow your your challenges and do not allow your circumstances to define you. It's only a part of your journey. It's a part of who you are, and it's part of your makeup. And to know that the way that Hakeem expressed his testimony and how he didn't allow any demonic forces to delay his process. He did not allow the demonic force to deprive him of what God's true design is. He allowed himself to be willing to be vulnerable. He allowed himself to seek the resources that's needed in order to get through whatever the grieving process was or whatever else that he had to endure. He allowed that spirit to dwell within him. And so I just want to make sure that you understand how proud we are of you to kind of just be open and brave enough, like I said, because most men, especially most black men, they always be able to suppress those feelings because they're too prideful or they're too afraid that when you're too vulnerable that it will ricochet in a negative way. And so I just want to make sure that I assure you, Hakeem, that you are not alone in this journey. You know, I'm just grateful that I'm able to be a part of even a smidgen of your journey right now. And I'm hoping that I continue to be a part of that moving forward now that we're here in this space right now. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that I kind of poured that into you and also to my audience as well to encourage them, just like you just encouraged them as well. So
I
I thank you.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. But let me know when you're ready to move
Oh, I'm
forward.
ready. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because I know it's like, if, that's why and I'm so glad too that, this is an example also. I just wanted to say this real quick. This is an example also of how it's okay to be emotional. I know that's like a thing now where it's like a trending thing where when you express yourself or you react a certain kind of way, it's, oh, why are you so emotional? Why not? So I'm just glad that you are able to assure a lot of us that it's okay to express your emotions and not suppress them. So I just wanted to put that out there as well. But so based on what you have just told, um, that handsome little boy within you, you say he's going to make it. You're going to make it. And so coming from that space, right? And we're going to go into the elementary and junior high school phase of you being in the process of making it, right? And I like to also acknowledge the elementary and junior high school phases in our lives, because that's a pivotal point in our lives that we don't even talk about. So I just want to make sure that we get into that with you, because there's so much that's went on throughout that time where we're developing our social skills. I don't know whether you're a popular kid or a shy kid, where you're getting to know your anatomy, is puberty, your testosterone is every which way. You might have humped in the staircase. There's you might have had pizza parties. The recess. You had a teacher that you liked, or what part of, I don't know whether you play sports or you're a part of any clubs or anything like that. So give us some of the elementary, junior high school journey that you had.
This is the best interview I've ever had. Here's why: because I love the fact that
Thank you.
you take it from the childhood to
Yes,
going back,
I
and
love it.
you did nothing wrong for me to get emotional. I haven't grieved at all. So for you to do that,
Yes.
I had I have never talked to myself like that. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I, I'm not gonna apologize
For
for
what?
for going there, but like I ain't want people to see me like that. But yo, it's real though.
What?
This is
What
real.
I just say? What didn't
So
I just say
yeah,
wasn't
I
wrong
mean,
there? Yeah. What I just
oh
say?
man, yeah, this is like one of the best interviews ever. So middle school, whatever. This is something this is exclusive. Ain't nobody ever heard this right here. I
What
didn't
you?
lose my
What?
virginity until
Oh, you
like
humped in the
18,
staircase?
19. Yeah,
Oh,
I used to hump on the staircase all the time. That was that
yeah, yeah.
was that
Oh,
was
did
what it
you
was.
see? Oh, see, good. You're not ashamed to say it, because some people
No,
could be
I ain't
hiding.
saying, yo, I humped. You know what I'm
You
saying? Yo,
humped. I mean, look.
Humpty Dumpty right there. It's
Talk
like,
about it. Talk about it.
yeah, word. Like I ain't really, yeah, I
What
ain't
you
really do
mentioned
all
about
of
your
that.
virginity? I'm sorry.
Nah, I ain't really do all of that until like, when I came to Cleveland, whatever. But nah, I really was particular, on, the
Who you
women
humped?
that I used to mess with or whatever, because I ain't really know, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right. No, that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, word. But nah, high school was all good, like, cause I spent the majority going back and forth, cause my mother was in a relationship and he had moved to Cleveland, so we went out there to live
Oh,
with him.
got you.
That broke up. So happened that my father was out in Cleveland, so she got back with him one more time. Didn't work out, but she said we ain't gonna do the moving back and
Back
forth.
and forth. Hmm.
So we was like, boom, we gonna just plant here. So high school was
What high school did you go to? But
I
but
went to Bedford. I went
before
to
we get to high
Bedford Heights.
school, I'm
Huh,
sorry.
go
What was
ahead.
that?
I went to Bedford Heights High School, and then I
Bedford
graduated
Heights.
from
Okay.
Christian Academy. Yeah, Christian Academy. I played sports. I was dope in sports. Like basketball is my thing. If it was a second love or a first love besides acting, it would have been basketball. I'm dope in basketball, and I put that on anything. I
Uh
challenge
oh. Uh
anybody
oh.
to play me one on one right
Challenge.
now
Oh
as we
oh
speak.
oh.
You feel
Okay.
me? Now I'm that dude on the court. Like
Big talk.
yeah, for sure. I just got finished playing basketball yesterday. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, come see me at the sports plant. But other than that, nah, basketball was my thing. Before Donovan Mitchell, they used to call me Spider. So I don't know where he got the name
Oh
from, but
oh
I was
oh.
Spider before Donovan Mitchell. Let's
Oh
just put it
oh.
on the G.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah, word.
Coco Jones' husband?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
him.
Okay. That's like
Yeah,
old
him.
serpent. Okay.
Yeah, word.
Okay.
They should, cause I was all over the place. Like I played defense. I'm running for the out of bounds rebound. I'm shooting. I just developed a J probably about 10 years ago. I was always going to the whole block of shots. I was more of a you know T Mac type dude. You know what I'm saying? Or if we doing it in the present time, um, I was like more of your Damian Leonard type dude, you know what I'm saying? Really getting to the hole, shoot mid range. But then I developed that 3-pointer because in in your older age, you can't get to the hole like as fast as you could, even
Right,
though I
right.
still can,
You still
but
can, right.
The J is forming. But anyway, basketball was good. I played it. That's like my first love, and I still play it to this day. So basketball was big.